Well, hello, happy Thursday. I am going to go watch our granddaughter this afternoon for a little bit. So me and one of the other grandmas are splitting the day. So I am going to do basically what I did yesterday, which is a very simple look, just making my face look a little better, right? This is me barefaced, not embarrassed by that. It just is what it is, right? We all have little blemishes. We all have a little bit of shine, a little bit of whatever. So I am going to do powder foundation. To me, it is a real lightweight. I'm not going to be outdoors much, so don't feel like I need the SPF 30 of our BB cream, which I normally do. And we're just going to go with a really simple look. I just, again, want to be a little pulled together. I'm going to see some adults, not just the granddaughter, as we exchange times, and then my son-in-law goes to work, and then my daughter comes home. So I have some adult time. All right. So if you're hopping on, you're going to say hello. If you're catching the replay, say replay. And if you're interested in anything that I can help you with, you're going to comment the word Thursday. So just today's date. It's just so much easier. All right. So we're going to come in with a little Prime Set Mist. Oh, before I do that, our free item changed this morning. So yesterday it was the eyeshadow duos. Today it is our OG eye cream, which is so fabulous. It's a $78 value. Like, free. I'm so excited. I placed an order this morning. This is how big the jar is. Mine's down to almost nothingness. It comes like full. Like I heard someone say, it's not like a potato chip bag where, you know, you open it and the potato chips are this much and the bag was up to here. This will come like full. The thing I like about this is it is infused with caffeine and peptides. So the caffeine is going to help with the depuffing, and the peptides is actually going to help turn your cells over in your under eyes. So it's so exciting that this is the free item. So they aren't getting rid of some of our old products, but they're repackaging them to our new look and things. So I think this is just to weed out the old packaging is kind of what I'm guessing. So very excited about that. So don't miss out on that if that's something that you're interested in. Any 3 items off of my storefront. I have 2 different bundles linked. I have my cheek bundle, which is my bronzer and my blush and a brush linked. And then I have my lip of the day linked. So either of those would work, or take stuff out of your cart, add other things to your cart. You know what you need. I'm like this morning, I am a hodgepodge of what I needed this morning, but you know, just running out of some things. So, all right. Anytime I do powder, I do Prime Set Mist as my primer, because my other primer is let's get the hair out of the way today. My other primer is the illuminating primer, and I don't really need illumination underneath a powder foundation. Does that make any sense? I don't really want it to be all glowy. So let's come in with our powder. And I'm a little under the gun because time has gotten away from me, and I have like an hour drive. So I've got to get a move on. And this is what I like about the powder, is it is has so much coverage, but it's infused with shea butter. So it's hydrating as you wear it. It has 0 talc in it. If you've worn a powder foundation, you know a lot of them have talc. This does not. And you can back up, if you're on the replay, to the beginning of the video and see all of my shine gone. The other beauty of a powder foundation is the matte finish. And these all just restocked recently. We were out of a lot of shades for a little bit, mine included. So you best believe when I heard they came back in, I alerted my one customer that's been waiting almost longer than me, and then I placed my order because her and I are the exact same shade. And she got 4. I got 2 of my color. I was like, certainly they'll come back faster than that. All right, so my link for my face bundle is my bronzer, that you see me use on the daily, and my favorite blush, which is just this very soft pink. And then the brush I use to put my bronzer on, or my contour, whatever you'd like to call it. Now, the one thing about a powder foundation mattifying your face is you need to add a little color and a little dimension back in, right? So if you're not pale like me, you might not have to do this step, right? If you're darker complected, you don't necessarily need a bronzer. I do, because I just look like a porcelain doll at the end of foundation. Not that I look like a doll, but I'm just such a pale face. That's what it makes me think of. All right, so we've got the bronzer on, and we're just gonna put a little bit of this blush. I like this blush because it is not too much, right? We've got some shades that are gorgeous, but they pack a punch. And again, today is kind of a no makeup look, right? I'm going to play with my granddaughter all afternoon. So I just want a little bit put together so that, you know, again, it's what I always say. So it looks like I tried a tad. And let's face it, if you've ever gone days and days and days with no makeup on, you kind of start getting down on yourself. I do. I'm like, gosh, I could at least try, right? I could at least, it just makes me feel better to get pulled together. Again, not a high glam moment. This is a, hello. It's time to start using my brow gel again. Where is that sucker? Here it is. Anyway, I just feel more put together when I just do a little bit, right? And you might say my little bit is too much for you, but just evening out my face, putting a little on, just makes me feel better. All right, so hopping on, you're gonna say hello, replay, say replay. And our free gift has changed to our OG eye cream, which is a $78 value in its day, infused with caffeine and peptides. Truly an amazing product. I thought they were getting rid of it. Then I read somewhere that they're repackaging things, which I'm like, okay, that's better. I feel better about that. Because I'm like, it was such a good product. And so it's going to come in this big tube like this. Full. To the brim. Such a great product. So see, just a neutral eye. Mascara. Ooh, curl the lashes, Christina. Curl the lashes. My lashes, for the most part, do go up. I know some people's go straight out, you know. So if you don't curl your lashes and you feel like your mascara is not giving you that voluminous, it might be that you're not curling them. Might not be your mascara necessarily. The more neutral of an eye you do, the more your mascara will stand out. Your lashes will look amazing. The more intricate of an eye you do, sometimes your lashes can get lost. especially if you do a deep, dark kind of smoky eye. Your lashes are like, where are they? And I don't think about smoky eyes in the summer. Is that weird? I feel like that's a fall, winter thing. Maybe that's just me. I feel like in the summer I'm going for easy breezy, lightweight, light colors. I think I've said this the past few days. I enjoy just wearing a lip gloss. Not even doing lipstick right now. I got me a new quadra coming because I'm about to replace this one. I have about hit my mark. And I have one in my stash, but then I don't have my backup. So anytime I think I'm about to get into my backup, I make sure my next backup is on the way. Because what if I open my backup and it's not like something's wrong with it or something? Then I'm like in a pickle. All right, so I'm going to use the two colors, which is one of our color sticks, which is just crazy. But these were seasonal, so if you did not pick these up, like when they run out, they're not going to remake them. And I just think they're the most beautiful colors. And these two especially, I could see these work into the fall so well. So it's called Copper Breeze and Golden Sunburst. And they are so pretty to just help with my barely there look, right? But wouldn't this with like a, I don't know why I like to wear like dark green and dark brown eyeshadow in the fall. Wouldn't this lip be so pretty with like a really dark eye? So pretty. All right. Oh, I shouldn't take that down. Well, that's okay. We won't fix the hair yet. Let's spray. That's going to lock all that in. And then that's going to do it for me. Really quick face today. Again, we're just pulling ourselves together. I'm going to watch the granddaughter and then, but I have to transition between one grandma and another and then, you know, get to see some adults. So we're going to make sure our face looks a little more pulled together. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Again, comment live, comment replay, comment Thursday, and love to help you. Thanks so much. Bye.